All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again here to Virtual Racing Network as we are having to reset some of our stuff here real quick. So give us just a moment as hopefully you are able to hear the car sounds. Looks like those are coming through properly. So at least one thing is working for us here tonight. But welcome once again here to Full Velocity Racing Network. Before we jump into the racing details for tonight, of course, we need to go over all of the sponsors that make this possible here for tonight's race. Those do include, of course, your presenting sponsor, Global Building Contractors. Make sure you give these guys a huge shout out for coming on board once again here this season. And I believe they will be back for the truck series starting up in June as well. iRacing Drivers World. If you have any need posting pictures, comments, videos, whatever it happens to be, head on over to iRacing Drivers World. And of course, Gold Cube coming on board here. We need to get a little bit more information about them, but regardless, make sure you go over to all three of these great partners and check them out on their social media and give them a shout out for what they do to support this league. And of course, here on the broadcasting side of things, for 2019, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the following partners. Northwest Racing Series, your official one-to-go sponsor here for tonight's race. Wolves Beard Co. Beard Bomb, your official starting grid sponsor. RaceOnTexas.com, the official dirt and short track partner of Full Velocity Racing Network. We are a division of RaceOnTexas.com. Hanover Wrecker Service, your official caution sponsor for tonight's events. On the Edge Motorsports, your official Wicked Energy Gum retailer. Huffman Designs, if you need a paint, head on over there and check them out. And of course, RACECORE themselves for coming on board here as one of our latest partners. So make sure you check out all of these great partners over on their social media sites, websites, whatever it happens to be. Here for tonight's event. But let's jump in, of course. Coming up next here tonight will be qualifying from Bristol Motor Speedway, as we are at the little bull ring here tonight of Bristol Motor Speedway. 0.52 miles around this track, so a half-mile distance here. We have 200 laps that we will be racing here tonight, and so far we have 31 drivers that have made the trip out here. It will be some exciting beating and banging, just awesome racing here tonight. We hope everybody definitely stays tuned all night long, as we're going to go ahead and bring up your countdown to green. There you see 11 minutes, just over 11 minutes. And of course, in the booth here tonight, I am your host, Charles Wooten, as a producer and announcer here tonight, running the cameras and on the mic here for tonight's event. But again, just over 11 minutes left before we get this thing started. Let's go ahead and pull this up really fast. Also, if you're looking to get into this league, you can read all the information you need to know at RaceCoreOnlineRacingLeague.com. Let's pull up your running over here real fast. These are the top 20 drivers here in practice at the moment. And actually, let's go ahead and get rid of that, and let's bring up our practice times. We'll get the right one. There we go. Now we can see the difference between these top 20 drivers here at the moment. As you see, it is Michael Bumgardner that is your fastest driver here with a 14.879. Excuse me, a brand new driver to the league. This is his very first race. So come out here and set fast time in practice, being your very first night, shows that you are going to be someone these guys have to look out for, especially when you're ahead of people like Mikey Neal, Brian Jones, Justin Starr, Bryson Barker, who we've seen good, Jameer Muhammad. These guys, the fact that you're ahead of them, Thiago Vieira too, a newer guy, but he has proven that he has the skills to be up front. Josh Coley, Jeff Merck, we've talked to him, I believe, runner-up 2 weeks in a row now. So to be up there with these guys and be ahead of them, James Zarello back there as well, goes to show you that he definitely has the stuff to prove to be up front. So we'll be watching him here tonight. Again, that is the 97 of Michael Bumgardner. Gardner here tonight. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. Again, that is Michael Bumgardner here tonight for this race. Mikey Neal right behind him, though, by only .025. So Mikey Neal, definitely someone to look out for. As always, Brian Jones in that 45 machine, putting up a fast time himself of a 14.965, just .085 behind Mikey Neal Jr., Justin Starr in fourth, followed by Bryson Barker in fifth place. And just around at your top 10 there, as you can see the top 20 on there. You can see Winters, Muhammad, Kaufman, Vieira, and Coley are going to be your top 10 times here in practice with just under 9 minutes left to go. They are in the driver's meeting here at the moment. While we have this moment, of course, we want to let everyone know here, of course, your aerial coverage for tonight's race is brought to you by Sames Ford out of Corpus Christi, Texas. If you're in the market for a new or used Ford, head on over to SamesFord.com. It is Texas's oldest dealership, so make sure you check them out if you are in the market for a new or used Ford. If you are in the area, or if you just feel like traveling, that's good too. Head on over there and check them out. As we want to do real fast, as always, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. We have a ton of people over on the Facebook side and the YouTube side here tonight. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Obviously, if you're on the Facebook side of things, you're probably used to hearing Todd and Phil. Of course, I am not. I am Charles here in the booth tonight after our merger. It's still fairly new merger at that, where myself and Virtual Racing Network merged in with Full Velocity TV to form Full Velocity Racing Network. It's a win-win for everyone. The fans benefit, the leagues benefit, and of course, as a company, we benefit as well. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight on both platforms there, whichever one you happen to be watching on. And of course, we want to remind everyone to like and share it. Get it out there to all your buddies. Let's see how many we can get out there watching here tonight. So while we have just a moment, we're going to leave that top 20 up on the screen. And we are going to go ahead and step away here to our first commercial break. We will be right back here in just a moment. We'll see if we can't talk to a quick driver.
Still your race leader, followed by Tommy Fain, Bobby Miller, Gary Williams, and Shelby Williams. Gary Williams, Diamonds, turn number 3. Trying to get a run on the 1B. Bobby Miller didn't have quite enough for that time. Meanwhile, back up front, your leader still the 61 of Aaron Corley.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll take one more look there. 6 minutes left on the clock, as we are still fighting that cough. Eventually, we're going to have to try to take care of it here. But for tonight, it is not going to happen. Again, just having to bear with us here with us. Hopefully, it'll go away eventually. But we are here in... again, practice at the moment for another 5.5 minutes. They are still in a driver's meeting at the moment. We'll see. Hopefully they will be out of that meeting soon, and we're going to try to grab a driver to talk to. We got about 5.5 minutes left on the clock before we do move on into qualifying. Of course, let us know in chat who your pick for tonight's win is. Is your driver one of the fastest here in the top 20 anyway? Or do you think they have their work cut out for them? We know we got a lot of new drivers out there. So definitely let us know who your pick is for tonight's race. And we'll go through just to kind of recap the season so far. Looking at our past winners here, starting with race number 1, as this is race number 8. We have had several different winners here. We had Thiago Vieira, Austin Edstrom, Mikey Neal, Bryson Barker, and this is where it really gets interesting, folks, is the last 3 races. Auto Club, Martinsville, and Texas. Jamir Muhammad has won the last 3 races. He's sitting in 7th place right now, fastest in practice. Will he be able to lock down a 4 in a row? I'm not sure if anybody's done that yet in this series. I know they haven't done it this season, but I don't know if they've done it in this league as a whole. So this could be interesting. Jamir Muhammad with the chance possibly to set some records here if he can go on to win 4 races in a row tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll be looking for it to see for sure. Let's go ahead and jump over to the point standings if we can. Jamir Muhammad right now is your points leader, obviously with those 3 races and good finishes on top of that with 278 points. Mikey Neal right behind him with 274 points, just 4 points out of the lead. So James Zarello right now 3rd place with 252 points, 26 points out of first place, 22 points out of second place. So you get a little bit of a gap there. Then you go back to Bryson Barker in 4th place, negative 82 points out of the lead with 196 points, 195. Below them we have a tie with Chris Brown and Sterling Smith for 5th place. But I don't believe Sterling Smith is going to be here tonight. I believe he is at Bristol Motor Speedway in the real-life event, so I don't know if he's going to be here tonight. But let's see if we can't get Mikey Neal in here as he's chasing down right now. Anyway, chasing down Jamir Muhammad in the point standing. So give us just one moment here. We're going to see if we can't grab him very quickly here and do some chatting with him as we're going to try to find him. There he is right there. And if we can get him, there we go. Mikey Neal, you got a copy. All right, well, we got you here real fast with 2 minutes left. Quickly, we don't want to keep you too long here, but how are the tires wearing on that car here tonight, and what's our fuel looking like in that car?
It's just a little bit tight, so we'll see how that kind of handles on the longer runs.
Well, definitely, and we real quick apologize to the fans out there as that wasn't working, so we hate to ask you to repeat yourself, Mikey, but for the fans out there, what was that on the fuel mileage?
Well, I said it's probably around 100 laps. It'll probably be 100, 110. It could be 90. It's just I got around 110, so I think it's gonna be somewhere around there. And tires don't really last that long, I would say, but they're not bad. I would definitely around 20 laps go and get tires. But other than that, I mean, the tire wear shouldn't really affect how I race today. It just depends how everybody else races.
Well, it definitely will depend on how everybody else racing around you. Excuse me, we're still fighting that cough. But, you know, speaking of this, real fast, we have 1 minute left on the clock. What is the strategy going in here tonight? Is it the strategy you're going to use, or is there different ones? Are you going to start in the back possibly, or are you going to try to put this thing up front and avoid all the chaos back there?
Oh, I'm putting this thing up front right away. So I'm hoping I get the pole because I think track position here means everything, especially if I want to run the line I'm going to run, and it's going to be pretty difficult to kind of run my line with everybody else around me, so I'm going to try to get up front and try to run away with this. But really the only thing that I could say about a strategy at Bristol is don't wreck, and I'm going to try my hardest and not hit the wall, just keep the car clean, run my line, don't worry about everybody else. And I think that
keep the car clean and hopefully put it on pole is going to be the best strategy here tonight. We will be right back in about 15 seconds with qualifying coming up next. The screen as well, as we're going to jump over and pull up our qualifying bar. Again, There are a lot of cars, around 31 drivers, and only one of us here tonight, so we are going to do our best to cover everybody here tonight. Well, at least try to cover your top 10, and when they put in times, we do want to apologize to some of these drivers out here tonight. We have had those drivers' headshots sent in, but it has been complete chaos over here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, as we'll be announcing why here later on in the broadcast. But it's going to be Jason Covington at the top right now in the number 10 with a 15.211. Bill Edwards right behind him with a 15.225. And Justin Starr with a 15.374 in third place. Brian Bisley right behind the end with a 15.642. Trevor Graffam going to be dropped one as Alex Huffman's going to take it to the top of the charts with a 15.166. Chris Brown in the one with a 15.296. He'll take fourth place here in qualifying so far. Butch Frazier in the 5.55, currently in seventh place with a 15.573. Reese Milton right behind him in the Global Building Contractors, number to 76, 15.587. Is Bryson Barker gonna jump to second place, number 84 machine with a 15.179. Hopefully Trading Paint's loading all the paint jobs here correctly for you tonight. Excuse me. As Mikey Neal is going to stop it on the track. He will not put a time in just yet. Showing you 15.534, but that time not counting. As Carlos Maciel going to take it to fifth place with a 15.226. Pat Satterfield to sixth place with a 15.246. And there is your fastest car in practice, sporting a solid red number 97. That is Michael Gardner. Michael Bumgardner gonna take it to now fourth place. Is James Morello gonna take it to the top of the charts with a 15.107, one of only three 15.1 second times here in qualifying. Justin Winters right now 12th place with a 15.541. Jameer Muhammad all the way back in 17th right now with a 16.235. Not the time he wanted, and there is absolutely nobody on the track right now, but it looks like Mikey Neal is going to be coming out, and it looks like Jeff Merck is going to be coming out on to the track as well. We'll see right now, again, to talk about the new driver, the 97 of Michael Bumgarner, who is currently fourth fastest, as Mikey Neal's going to put it into the wall once again. Let's jump over to Jeff Merck in that number 60 machine. Still trying to figure out why his zero is not showing up. It does in certain areas. I believe that is a padding issue that we will have to address. We'll have to get a hold of Jason Allison over at iBog to do so. So big shout out to iBog.co, Jason Allison, for doing that. But Jeff Merck going to take it to 11th place with a 15.386, and that's going to be a 15.592 for second lap. So 11th place, just outside the top 10 here for qualifying, is Adam Henderson in that 14. He's going to run a 15.578. That'll put him in 15th place in the number 14 machine here on lap number 1. He's on lap number 2 right now. Looks like Rodrigo Munoz is going to be coming out on to the track as well. And lap number 2 is going to be up and not going to be any faster. We jump over to Rodrigo Munoz here in that number 79. Again, we do have his driver photo in. Unfortunately, because of all the chaos and hecticness going on around Velocity Racing Network, we do not have that driver photo in yet. It is sitting in the processing stages to get put in this week. Rodrigo, we will have your photo in this coming week. We'll see what kind of times you're going to put in. A 16.087. That'll put him in 19th place so far. Brian Jones in 21st with a 32.643. So I'm not sure if something happened there or if he is opting to start further back in his field on purpose. And it looks like it's not going to matter. That is going to do it for qualifying. So we'll go ahead and get rid of all your qualifying stuff off of the screen. And we're going to quickly get to your starting grid, as it's going to be coming up very quickly. Again, 31 drivers have made the trip here tonight. James Lorello is why it's showing him. It should be. There we go. If we'll get down to him. There we go. James Lorello going to be your pole sitter here tonight, as Alex Huffman on his outside. Let's go ahead and go to your starting grid here for tonight. Brought to you by Wolves Beard Co. Beard Balm. On row 1, your front row drivers are going to be the 13 of James Lorello and the 3 of Alex Huffman. Row 2 is going to be the 84 of Bryson Barker and the 97 of Michael Bumgardner. Row 3 is going to be the 10 of Jason Covington and the 53 of Bill Edwards. Row 4 is going to be the 81 of Carlos Maciel and the 25 of Pat Satterfield. Row 5 is going to be the 1 of Chris Brown and the 99 of Justin Starr. Row 6 is going to be the 60 of Jeff Merck and the 96 of Craig Covington. Row 7 is going to be the 4 of Justin Winters and the 555 of Butch Frazier. Row 8 is going to be the 14 of Adam Henderson and the 76 of Reese Milton. Row 9 is going to be the 24 of Brian Bizzell and the 79 of Rodrigo Munoz. Row 10 is going to be the 47 of Trevor Graffam and the 2 of Jameer Muhammad, probably one of the furthest back spots he's going to be starting this season thus far. Row 11 is going to be the 45 of Brian Jones and the 8 of Mikey Neal, the first driver not taking a time here tonight. Row 12 is going to be the 33 of Josh Coley and the 52 of Thiago Vieira. Row 13 is going to be the 9 of Brian Dorsey and the 94 of Jeff O'Quinn. Row 14 is going to be the 16 of Brandon Needham and the 6 of Matthew Ellis. Row 15 is going to be the 32 of Jack Fellers, and he is actually not starting here tonight, and the 56 of Mike Watts. And row 16 is going to be the 63 of Charles Hoffman. That will do it here for your Walls Beard Co. starting grid. It looks like Jack Fellers and Josh Coley not going to be making the start here tonight. We'll see if they come onto the track a little bit later. I don't see why Josh Coley wouldn't be here, as he was out here practicing earlier. So we'll have to kind of wait and see how that goes for him here tonight. But again, he was here in practice. So we are set to get the green flag next time by. Will this race be a green flag race, and will strategy come into play, or are we going to see a bit of a caution race here tonight? This is short track racing. You never know what you're going to get. But what we do know is we want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight, whether you are on the Facebook side of things or on the YouTube side of things. Thanks for tuning in here tonight, and let's get this thing started. There it is. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing. If you're just tuning in with us here, we've got to get that overlay fixed. This is the RACECORE Xfinity Series presented by Global Building Contractors, and this is not Virtual Racing Network. This is Full Velocity Racing Network. One more set of overlays. We did not realize had that old image in there, so we do apologize for that. This is not Virtual Racing Network anymore. It is Full Velocity Racing Network, so we do apologize for that, but we will get that taken care of as quickly as possible. But regardless, a green flag in the air, and it looks like James Lorello already to a sizable lead of 0.333 seconds, and Jack Fellers, Josh Coley already 2 laps down. Looks like they are not going to make the call here tonight. But look at the battle for second place. Alex Huffman and Bryson Barker, those two right now racing bumper to bumper, and both of them sliding up the track just a little bit, coming back down. This is going to get interesting to see how this goes tonight. Is again, we don't know if this is going to be more cautions, and there it is. Caution is out, and it is going to be trying to figure out who it is for. And I believe the 56 has a little damage. Let's go back here and take a quick look and see who brought out the caution. As again, trying to figure it out. They've already been back up the pace, so they got it going quickly enough that we're not possibly going to be able to see who caused it. As right there, the 6 gives a shot to the back bumper of the 56, but I don't believe that caused the caution, so we may not know who officially brought out the caution. But what we do know here as we go back to live, we're going to have 2 cars come down pit road, so the 53 and the 1 coming down, so they both have some damage, so probably involved in this caution as well. It looks like we got a few more coming down pit road as well. Rodrigo Munoz coming down, Jameer Muhammad coming down pit road. These guys were not involved in any caution. They are going to come down and take some tires. James Lorello leading the race right now. He has led 6 laps, and we have completed 6, as we are on lap number 7 under caution quite quickly, really, for this league. But at the same time, we also did complete quite a few laps there before we got the caution. So, you know, it seemed like it was about 2 or 3 laps, and it was actually 7 complete. So, a ton of laps, really, for the most part. Jack Fellers and Josh Coley out of this race. These guys do not have any fast repairs, so they have to repair what they can to get back out on the track without going a lap down. As it looks like we have a Butch Frazier, Reese Milton going to be stuck on pit road for an extended time, so they probably will go a lap down before it's all said and done. So unfortunate for them, but they're going to be stuck on pit road an extra long time here tonight. So that's definitely not what they wanted. All right, so we have caution. The caution bets going on in chat. We always like to see chat active there, and you know, unfortunately, caution coming out early on. But we should see some green flag racing here soon. James Zorello out front. Let's go ahead and go through your top 5 real fast. It is James Zorello, Fabi, Alex Huffman, Bryson Barker, Michael Bumgarner. Wow, we cannot get it right here. Bumgarner, and Carlos Masil. We'll get that name out one way or another. But they are double filing up, which means we're going racing this next time by. This should get very interesting here tonight. No worry, Sterling. We were more concerned you were going to lose your points. If you make it back in time, hop in TeamSpeak here, give us a poke, and we'll get you in the booth as an announcer here tonight if you make it here within, you know, the next little bit. As we have right now James Earl out front, and a caution coming out once again for the 56 of Mike Watts this time. Let's go back and take a look, as this is how far we went back and we're still under caution. Is the 56 of Mike Watts bringing out the caution. The question is, did he bring it out, or did he have help? We go to your aerial cam here tonight. It looks like right there the 52 and the 45 get together, and he tries to check up to avoid it and spins the car out on those tires. So the tire's not quite warm enough out there, and there you have it. Tries to avoid a little bump in front of him and ends up going around on his own.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome to Gold Cube Pawning, a reliable and trusted source to get loan against your jewellery. Let's have a look at how the Gold Cube Pawning works. Basically, pawn is a collateral loan. Pawn gives loans on your jewellery for a monthly percentage. Gold Cube ATM only pawns gold and silver items. Gold Cube analyses your precious metal and gives you an offer within few minutes. If the precious metal meets the required criteria and offer is accepted, then the Gold Cube ATM pays the cash. You will receive an email with your back-end dashboard credentials, prompting to set up account. All pawned items are held in a safe and secure location. You will be paid using the world market wholesale prices. You can track your account by having a personal back-end dashboard. We do not pay out extra for diamonds, coin retail price or watch retail price. For future jewellery buyback, you have to pay your monthly percentage, and if you do not pay your monthly percentage, then you will be losing the option of future jewellery buyback. If you need your jewellery back any time, you can get items shipped to you by paying initial loan amount, paying monthly interest plus shipping cost. We will safely ship your jewellery to you. Gold Cube ATM accepts all type of gold and silver, broken, scrap, bars, coins, watches and retail quality pieces. We don't accept gold flakes, omega necklaces, elastic or stretchy types of jewellery. Pawning always will have a less payout than selling item. Following requirements to be fulfilled for getting a pawn loan. 1. 18 years or older. 2. Valid driver's license. 3. Electronic signature. 4. Electronic fingerprint. 5. Customer contact info. For a fair and honest process, Gold Cube works with local law enforcements. All information is inputted into a government database to help monitor any stolen or illegal items.
Right there, pace car diving off, and a green flag back in the air. We are racing once again here at Bristol Motor Speedway. You're watching RACECORE Xfinity Series presented by Global Building Contractors. And we've got to fix that as we keep leaving it out there. There we go. Building Contractors you're watching it here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And so unfortunately we did not get that logo switched out here. We've just been again running around crazy here getting other stuff done so that we can start doing some new stuff we are working on. But it looks like James Zarello has his bumper full of Bryson Barker right now in that 84 machine. Only 0.2 separating them here at the moment, so we'll see if he can run him down for the lead. That is Bryson Barker in second, James Zarello in the lead, and here comes Alex Huffman and Michael Bumgardner trying to get in there as well. And you have Jeff Burke, who's been a bridesmaid but never a bride here in this series. He has been runner-up twice, but just hasn't quite been able to put it in victory lane. Will tonight be his night? Let's have to kind of sit back, wait, and see. Right behind him, Pat Satterfield and Carlos Maciel side by side. Justin Starr, I believe that was Justin Starr anyways. We're going to try to catch up with him if we can. It is Justin Starr bringing out the caution here. Did he have help? I don't believe so. I think he just got loose. Let's go back and take a look here. You're watching the 99 of Justin Starr. And he comes around the corner here. The 47 of Trevor Graffam is within striking distance, but I don't think had any hand in it. Oh, he did right there. The 91, it checks up to not run over somebody. And Trevor Graffam in the 47 just runs clean over his back bumper. So Trevor Graffam in the 47 having heavy front end damage after getting into the back of Justin Starr. To bring out what will be our third caution of the night here for 11 laps.
Welcome to the Gold Cube, a reliable and trusted source to buy precious metal retail products. Let's have a look at how the Gold Cube store works. Basically, the Gold Cube online store sells gold coins, gold bars, and used jewellery. The Gold Cube store is found on the Gold Cube ATM interface. Let's go shopping. Select an item. Send item to the shopping cart. You will receive an email with the back-end store URL. Create an account. Log in. Purchase your item. Wait for your item to be shipped. The Gold Cube store sells different types of authentic 1-ounce gold coins, authentic packaged 1-ounce gold bars, all types of used jewellery, necklaces, rings, bracelets, pendants. You will receive an email after any purchase from the store. Only the most popular gold coins collector brands are sold. Only the most authentic gold bars collector brands are sold. All used jewellery, individual pieces, are only sold once, no replicas. The used jewellery is bought from the Gold Cube ATM. The jewellery is cleaned, refurbished, then put in the store. All store item prices are based on the daily world market price. Thank you for using the Gold Cube store.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, the lights are off on the pace car. That means we're going to racing. So this, again, should be very interesting. We'll see. Will we see any more caution here tonight? I'm thinking so at the rate we're going so far. Green flag back in the air here for the RACECORE Xfinity Series presented by Global Building Contractors. Chris Brown in second, but he has got a mirror full now, a side mirror full of Brian Jones in that 45 Jalopnik Chevrolet, and it's going to be Brian Jones for second place at the line. Chris Brown behind Tim now in third place. Brandon Needham in fourth place right now. Kind of came out of nowhere here. Let's take a look at that. Started 27th up to fourth place. He is fighting his way through this field right now there. He was one of them that did not come down and pit. Justin Starr, after that incident there where he got trying to check up for another driver, got punted by the 47 of Trevor Graffam. Still has that damage, but sitting in a fifth position right now, but he is under attack from Alex Huffman in the 3 machine. Alex Huffman going to go to the bottom. Justin Starr going to scrape the wall. Caution comes out once again, and it's a parking lot back here at the back. Let's go back and take a look and see exactly what happened. What happened? We're going to have to go to the aerial view to see this one. I'm not even sure the 79 technically involved in it. He was just trying to avoid it. So that's what we're going to try to diagnose right here. If he was indeed in the 2 and the 52 getting a piece of it. And right there, the 4 looks to be where most of this started. So let's go up to Justin Winters here. And let's go back to the replay camera here once again and see. You're watching around the 4 of Justin Winters here to see exactly what happened. And even he may not have been the original start of this, as there were several culprits involved that made this happen. And there you see it right there. It's going to be the 81 and the 47. So let's go one more time Let's go to the 47 of Trevor Graffam and go back here to see what we can find. Again, we're going to the 47 of Trevor Graffam and the 81 of Masil, I believe, Carlos Masil. We'll see exactly what happened. This is what originally started all of this chain of reaction here. And so the 81 gets a little loose there and spins it around. So what Trevor Graffam not technically being a part of that. He may have got a piece of it though, but he was not actually technically involved in it. It looks like the side draft maybe have got the 81 of Carlos Masil a little bit loose as we are under caution once again. We'll get a step away to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Are you in the market for a quality new or used car, truck, or SUV? Head on down to Sames Ford in Corpus Christi, Texas and browse through their inventory today. You won't be disappointed. All right, it looks like we are set to go one more time. The lights are off. We'll see if we can get some solid green flag laps in this time. Thus far, it has not been too accomplished here. We have not been able to complete too many laps. Green flag back in the air, though. Brian Jones and Brandon Needham right now side by side. They're going to single file it out here. The first 5, we go back a little bit further here. He's got Justin Starr and Bryson Barker side by side. That is a battle for 8th position here at the moment, that they're going to sort it out here. We go a little further up and look at him right here. Alex Huffman. Looks like we're going to have the 16 involved with Brandon Needham as well. So we'll see. Jeff O'Quinn coming down pit road. Jack Fellers, Josh Goley still out of the race. They are side by side. The 97 right now. Michael Bumgardner still trying to get by some drivers here as he sends it in, but has to check up. Can't run over the car in front of him, obviously. Won't get too far going there, but he does a great job of checking up to avoid it. Brian Bizzle out front right now under heavy fire, though, from Brian Jones. And Alex Huffman is the caution is going to come out once again. Let's go back and see. It's going to be the 20. Here's with the 14 of Adam Henderson. Let's go back and take a look as the caution is out once again here for the 14 of Adam Henderson. And not sure exactly what happened right there. No. Well, maybe he got a shot to the back bumper from the 6, but that is not what sent him around. Right there, contact though. I'm thinking that may have been a little bit of a netcode. They didn't look like they were that close on the track, but regardless, netcode or a bump, the 14 and the 6 getting together, and around goes the 14 of Adam Henderson, and that will bring out the caution once again.
Hello, Gold Cube. This is Officer Blue. I have a robbery report here, and I'm looking for 2 wedding bands. Do you have anything that matches this description?
I think we have a match. I'll send over the files as soon as possible.
Got it. I'll take it from here. Hello, ma'am. We've located your stolen property. It's being held at the Gold Cube.
Oh my goodness, that's great news, officer.
Hello, I was told by the East Precinct that you have our stolen property.
Yes, we do, and we're happy to have it returned to its owner.
Thank you, Gold Cube. It was wonderful working with you all.
Happy to help.
New stuff in the works here tonight and this week, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that as the green flag comes back out once again. We go back to the second, third, fourth, and fifth. They're side by side is Alex Huffman, James Lorello. Lorello going to go to the inside, possibly looking, but can't quite complete the pass. It's going to be Alex Huffman in fourth place, James Lorello in fifth place here at the moment. Pat Satterfield in that 25 is making a run here. Seeing if he can't get anything. Jameer Muhammad working his way through this field. He started in 20th. He's up to 8th place. He's on the inside of the one of Chris Brown. Chris Brown, though, looking to get the advantage here. And possibly they're side by side coming down the back stretch. And it looks like the two of Jameer Muhammad's going to get the advantage. He's chasing down his other Global Building Contractors paint job there. If you look, they look similar, but not 100% the same. That is the 76 of Reese Milton that he is running down at the moment. Looks like Jameer Muhammad's car, one of the few here that can really hold it down on the bottom. As you see right there, he's able to really stick it to the bottom. Everybody else kind of sliding up at the moment. They're not quite able to hold it down like he can. And the 63 of Charles Hoffman, slow on the track, but he keeps it going. We stay green as we go back to the front here. It's Alex Huffman right behind these two, but that is Brian Jones and Bryson Barker side by side. As it looks like the 45 is going to get up to the wall. Oh, when he gets loose, around goes the 45. Now let's see, is no caution so far. How in the world did that not bring out a caution for Brian Jones? He's sitting on the track, and no caution will come out for the 45 of Brian Jones. He's still on the lead lap here at the moment, but he has got to get going as he does not want to go a lap down. There's your leader right there, Michael Bumgardner, who is right on his heels, and he could potentially put him a lap down before it's all said and done. Good news for him is both of them have damage. I'm not sure. Alex Huffman trying to catch the leaders. That kind of shook the field up there just a little bit, as that was right up front where all this happened. So this could get very, very interesting. I want to point out here that Justin Starr in the 99 right now, who is currently running in 12th position, started 10th. He is the only driver thus far that has not come down pit road. He has 55 laps on his tires. He's going to make it 56 right there as he crosses the line. As we go back to the front of this race. So far, the 45 is able to hold off that 97 and not go a lap down, but it's not going to be much longer before he does overcome him. So he is trying to hold on the best he can. He needs that caution to come out so that he can stay on that lead lap. The question is, will it happen? We've been getting a few cautions, and now that he needs one, not quite happening. So bad luck here for that number 45 Jalopnik Chevrolet of Brian Jones, as he is right on the tail end of going a lap down, 16 seconds behind the leader and about 4 car lengths, actually about 2 car lengths in front of him here at the moment. We go back just a little bit to keep an eye on these guys. That's Lorello, Bazil, and right now Muhammad. Barker, Bryson Barker, James Rillo, and Jamir Muhammad right there, bumper to bumper to bumper, as it looks like Jamir Muhammad still has the car that maybe is the one to beat, but he has a lot of damage to the front of it. Look how he's able to hold this to the bottom. Nobody else really able to do that in this race right now. That may be a plus for him if he can get by these guys, but it looks like the high side having a little bit of speed in it still, but that bottom is so dominant right there. You see the run in on the corner entry that Jamir Muhammad gets in that number 2 machine, but the run off, it's just so much better for Jamir Muhammad right now. Bryson Barker, that Jamir Muhammad just can't quite get by him. We're on lap 62 already. I want to point that out. Lap 62. We have 139 laps to go, but still we are clicking off laps. Oh, shot to the back bumper. James Arillo to Alex Huffman. He gives him a little shot set. I guess you would consider that the warning shot, letting you know, hey, I'm here. You're slowing me up. Let me by. That's obviously the 3 of Alex Huffman is not going to just let him by. But I guess you could call that the warning shot. However, I don't think we'll see too hard of a shot there from the 13 to the 3. Those two may be very fierce competitors, but they're very clean racers at that. So I do not see that being in any way an aggressive move, but he is going to try to get by. We go back to the front, as right now the 45 of Brian Jones still hanging on to the lead lap, and there he officially goes a lap down. Good news is he's still the first car lap down, and he is the only car lap down. So he should be safe to get that lucky dog if the caution comes out soon. But don't hold your breath too long there, Brian, because there comes the 97 of Michael Bumgarner up to the 14 of Adam Henderson. He's starting to close in. He may go a lap down soon, and it looks like he's going to let him by pretty easy and not try to fight him, which is surprising considering that puts him 1 lap down. But he does not fight him too terribly hard. And now it's Brian Jones that needs to get by the 14. And Brian Jones may do it here if he can railroad the 14 on the bottom. As here comes the 3, the 13, the 84, and the 2. If he can tag along with these guys, he may be able to make something happen here. The 13 of James Lorello. Another little bump to the back bumper of the 3 of Alex Huffman, as he is letting him know, I am here, and you're slowing me up here, bud, and let me by. It's just that warning shot. It's nothing, not trying to wreck everything. It's just, getting to his back bumper. If he was really trying to wreck him, he'd spin him. And there you see the 84 give a good shot to the back bumper of the 13. That is Bryson Barker to James Zarello. And if I'm not mistaken, those two are teammates. Let me check real fast and make sure to say that correctly. I don't see Bryson Barker there. So I could be wrong in there. Indeed, I think I am. I don't see them two in the same team chat. But regardless, we have a huge battle going on here. That's why we really haven't left this front pack too much, as Alex Huffman still holding off the 13 of James Zarello, Bryson Barker, and Jamir Muhammad. for the time being. The question is, how much longer can he do it? Here comes the 96 to the inside, and they're going to get by him fairly easy. We got a few cars slowing down back here. It looks like the 24 and the 47 are going to battle. That is a battle for 16th position at the moment. Trevor Graffam going to take the spot quite easily from Brian Bazell to take 16th place. Justin Starr in front of him here just by a little bit in 15th place. Justin Starr, heavy damage, just hasn't had the run. He started so good, and then it just has not turned into what he wanted here tonight. So unfortunate for the way his car was running here in practice to be currently running at 15th place. But he's on the lead lap. We go back to the front of this field, or close to it right now. There's your race leader, Michael Bumgarner, still out front leading this race. Alex Huffman still in second. He's got a huge charge coming, though, from James Zarella, Bryson Barker. And now it looks like James Zarella is going to take it to the inside. He's going to try to get by the 3 of Alex Huffman side by side on the backstretch, as they still haven't decided who is going to get it. Coming to the line, it's going to be Alex Huffman that leads second place, or has second place here at the moment, as it's going to be now James Zarella still on the inside. Here comes the 84, Bryson Barker. Barker actually pushing the 3 around this track as if they're drafting here. Ooh, Jameer Muhammad gets to the back bumper of the 13, and the 45 is getting a little piece of it as well, but we stay green here on lap 79, as I'm sure Jameer did not mean to get into his back bumper. But that is what happens. The 13 and the 84 and the 3 were racing so hard that you actually lose a little bit of speed, as we see almost a wall ride going on there, for at least a wall smack anyway. They're racing so hard that Jameer Muhammad got a huge run on him, and unfortunately that run got to the back bumper, his bumper, and couldn't check up in time, and that's going to cost both them time. But it looks like the 84 will get by Alex Huffman finally. Now Jameer Muhammad's going to have to try to get by on his own, so we'll just have to kind of sit back, wait, and see if Jameer Muhammad can get by, as we are closing in on the halfway point here very shortly. Someone we haven't talked about a whole lot here tonight, well, let's bring him up. That is the 8 of Mikey Neal. Started 22nd. He's cracked the top 10 now in 7th place. Again, we haven't talked about him a whole lot, but he is now in the top 10 in 7th place after getting there just a lap or 2 ago. Again, started 22nd after he did not qualify, so he is fighting his way back through this field here tonight. Now, what a race indeed it has been so far. A lot of racing action going on at the front of this field. Again, just outstanding racing so far. And this is the longest stint we've seen so far. I believe this stint has been roughly around 60 laps or so. We have completed a ton of laps, so maybe closer to around 49 to 53 laps. Regardless, it is the longest stint we have seen, and our leader is starting to deal with lap traffic. And here comes Bryson Barker. So while we have a moment, let's go silent here on the mic. We're going to go off and we're going to on board here with the 84 right there. So we'll be right back, because we're going to watch the 84 Bryson Barker try to run down Michael Bumgarner here for the lead. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and that gap looks to be shrinking here just a little bit as we'll go back to the main view. Oh, the 97 smacks the wall of Michael Bumgarner. He's going to smack that wall pretty hard as he has got heavy damage to that 97 machine. We go back to Bryson Barker. Your gap, 0.433 seconds. And we'll see what it is next time by, and may update even sooner than that. Again, 0.433 seconds, and that gap will be closing. 0.416. The gap for the lead starting to close here between the 97 of Michael Bumgarner and the 84 Bryson Barker. Both of them sliding way up the track, almost getting it to the outside wall. All right, now is Bryson Barker in the position of chase mode right now. And it is Michael Bumgarner in the 97 who is in defend mode. Both of them, again, sliding way up, almost getting into the outside wall. As we are on lap 94 of 200. We have 107 laps to go. Make it 106 as they come to the line. Right there, 106 laps to go. Here is all that remains. Sparks flying from the 97, the 84. Bryson Barker starts to reel them down. We are not going anywhere as long as this battle still persists for the lead, as they have just really been duking it out here tonight. And more sparks from the 97. He just can't keep it off the wall here tonight, as he has been smacking it over and over again, but somehow still managing to hold on to the race lead. It's just outstanding, and we'll see. He doesn't scrape the wall that time, but he has done it plenty of times. Jameer Muhammad back here, that's where he's at the moment. He's got 2 lap cars in front of him, or he may be up there battling with them as well. You can tell that this is Bristol, baby, as one thing. Let's zoom in here if we could on those cameras. Look at your front 2 cars. Look at the damage to that lead car. However, Bryson Barker doesn't have a whole lot on his. So Bryson Barker has a really clean car. However, Michael Bumgarner has a ton of damage. Both of them have 75 laps on these set of tires. That is the most out of any driver except for one driver on this track right now. And we're on lap 99, making 100, and that's the 99 of Justin Starr. He has 99 laps on his tires right now. Those tires have got to feel worn, as he's going to make it an even 100 laps, as we have completed 100 laps now. 100 to go. We're at the halfway point. So far, we have had a huge green flag run. It looks like the 99 of Justin Starr is going to come down. He needs to get fuel, as this is about a one-stop race if you come down right at the halfway point. While we are at the halfway point, we're going to step away to a quick commercial break, and we're going to keep an eye on that battle for the lead while we're on commercial break.
Thermaltake. Say command.
What is the weather like in LA?
The weather is clear in LA.
What is the weather like in New York?
The weather is rain in New York.
All right, back here real quickly, so we're going to interrupt that commercial. As you saw there, the lap car causing issues for your second place driver here. We've got to go back and take a look at that and see what happened for the 84. You see right here, the 84, they make it 3 wide here on the replay. And you'll see right here the 60 of Jeff Merck not making it easy for your second place car. It gets into his back bumper and scrapes the wall. That is going to give a sour taste in the mouth probably of the 84 Bryson Barker as we go back to live. As you're watching here the RACECORE Xfinity Series presented by Global Building Contractors. And again, maybe a bitter taste in the mouth of the 84 as the lap cars not getting out of the way here for those leaders to battle their do their battles, as the 60 was already a lap down. So there is no real rule written on that. However, lap cars not doing him any favors. So that will be noted down in the book of the 84 of Bryson Barker, as he is now 0.9 seconds behind Michael Bumgardner. So he'll have a little bit of a fight on his hand now, plus with a dirty car, or a beat-up car, whatever you want to call it. And the 60 trying to get back by him now, as we'll see the 60, I believe, is on fresher tires. So comes down and pits. Again, that is Jeff Merck, as he has 2 laps on the tires, so he has much fresher tires, but is still 3 laps down, as he's going to come by our leader and race him side by side. Old tires versus new. It's not going to matter. The 97 smacks the wall there just a little bit. I wouldn't say he had a whole lot of room there from the 60 as well. But those new tires definitely proving to be a huge benefit here on lap 114 with 87 laps to go. Bryson Barker is your race leader now, as Michael Bumgarner going to bring it down at pit road and get 4 tires and fuel here, as he is needing those tires desperately. Right now, Bryson Barker still your race leader. We have had a huge, almost 100, actually over 100 lap green flag run. Did not expect this at the start of this race here. So we'll take a look at those cautions. We had 5 cautions all within the first about 20 laps of the race. So we had 23 laps of caution, and after that, it has been green flag racing the rest of the way. So we'll see if it continues to stay that way. We'll just have to kind of wait and see here how this plays out. But I definitely think that it's going to be a good race regardless of what happens. And I think we'll have some good green flag racing. Mikey Neal sitting in second place right now. He has worked his way up through this field. Again, we'll pull that up here. He started 22nd. He's gained 20 spots since the start of this race. And you can tell he's been at Bristol. His car looks like he went through a minefield here. These guys will be having to pit here shortly. So why not? Here's Bryson Barker. And there is a last-minute call. Mikey Neal's going to come down pit road as well. And right into his pit stalls. He's going to end it right there. Bryson Barker, however, having to come down. It looks like Jameer Muhammad on pit road as well. Bryson Barker going to be pitting about halfway there, it looks like. James Thorello down. Alex Huffman down on pit road. We'll just have to wait and see how these guys go here. Bill Edwards, your race leader here at the moment. We'll see when he decides to come down. All right, we're back there taking a quick hydration break, trying to keep that voice going here. Bill Edwards out front. He has 90 laps on those tires. Rodrigo Munoz in second place. Brian Brazil in third place. Brian Dorsey in fourth. And back to fifth place is your previous race leader, 97, of Michael Bumgardner in fifth place here at the moment. We got the hiccups going on. We apologize for that. Bryson Barker, after that incident on the track, now back in ninth place with heavy damage, and that car just will not handle the way he wants. He's got Jameer Muhammad all over his back bumper, and we'll see how that one goes for him. If he's able to hold him off, I think he'll probably be able to. But again, lap car coming in to play, and I don't want to say devastated and destroyed Bryson Barker's race, but definitely didn't do him any favors out on the racetrack, as you see just how much damage that 84 has to his car. Now had a pristine looking machine and had, I think, what would have been the winning car here tonight. And it still could. We're not going to count him out yet, but definitely not what the 84 was hoping for when he caught up to those lap cars. I am sure of that, as your race leader is the 53 of Bill Edwards here at the moment. The question is, will he be able to get back to the front of this field here? Currently in sixth place, so I'm not going to count him out yet, but he is trying to get by the 53 here, as he will do so. He is a lap down at the moment. Well, he was anyway. Now he's back on the lead lap. The reason is, you say he's a lap down, but he's really not. There's only 6 cars on the lead lap. You can't really say he's a lap down, because right now Bill Edwards and a couple of these other guys, Bill Edwards, looks like possibly Rodrigo Munoz, Brian Bazell, these guys have not come down pit road yet. So when they do, this will recycle this whole green flag pit stop around, and that will sort things back out. So these guys having to come down here shortly. The question is, will we see another caution here? Those 3 or 5 cautions, whatever it was, there's a contact between the 53 and the 32. That is Jack Fellers. That's the first time we've talked about him here tonight after making contact there with the 53. Again, cautions. We've had 5 of them for 23 laps. We have 66 laps to go. We're on lap 135. I made 136 with 65 laps to go. Bill Edwards still out front, and the battles are starting to really thin out. If there goes the 96 going around, and will it bring out the caution? He's kind of glitched into nowhere at this point. No caution going to be coming out here for the 96, as I believe that is going to be Craig Covington, and that may have hit the limit for his points here. They only have 17 points, I believe it is, that they can hit for collision points, or whatever you want to call them, X's on the race, and they will be disqualified. And I believe that is what happened here to Craig Covington in the 96. Unfortunately, he is now out of this race. Either that or he opted to just Alt F4 out of the race. But there comes Brandon Needham down at pit road. He was one of them that needed to come. Bill Edwards, the other one, who again currently 104 laps on his tires in that number 53 machine, and these guys are wanting him to come down, although most of them here, we've got 8 now, are starting to get by him and pass him back to get back on the lead lap. We'll see as the caution is going to be out, and it looks like it's going to involve a few. Let's go back and take a look. What happened here for these guys? We're watching the 97, Michael Bumgardner, who was your race leader, and I think he might have been involved in this too, as we're going to take a look and see officially who was involved in this caution. No, I'm not sure who brought out the caution. Bill Edwards, though, not knowing if he wants to come down pit road or not. Let's check in with the 555 of Butch Frazier and see if this may have had a factor into it. I'm thinking it may have, as you have the 99 of Justin Starr and him battling for position right here. And right there, shot to the back bumper from the 99 to the 555 of Butch Fraser. Justin Starved and the 555 of Butch Fraser battling for real estate, and just not enough room here for those guys. Bill Edwards, though, what a save. He was just about to come down pit road and opts not to, and that will put him with the rest of these guys, and only right now 9 drivers going to be able to come down pit road. He should maintain the lead here. This is a huge plus for the 53 of Bill Edwards. We'll step away to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
This is a demonstration for the built-in water temperature sensor of W5 CPU water block. There is a water temperature sensor built inside W5 to detect the temperature of the coolant that runs through W5. Here, we're using thermal mode and time-lapse effect to show the temperature change of the system. You can easily see the real-time temperature change on the software screen. W5 is also made with central inlet design, which contributes to higher coolant flow that helps faster heat dispatching to achieve a lower coolant temperature, of which you can see on the software thanks to the water temperature sensor. While W5 shows you the temperature of the coolant that runs through your CPU water block, you can also throw in a Pacific TF1 indicator to monitor the temperature and coolant flow of your whole system.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I do see James out in chat here. I'm not sure if you're still here, James. If you are, let us know. Give us a shout out on the Facebook chat. We were just talking about how you built the new website we're going to release here shortly. But green flag back in the air. We're in James Zarello, Bryson Barker, and Mikey Neal battling for second place. And around goes the 13 of James Zarello, and a huge pileup on the, I believe it's front stretch there. And it's going to become a parking lot here on the stretch. So that will bring out the caution once again. Well, let's go back and take a look as James Zarello in the 13 going to be the first victim here. As right there you see green flag coming out, and this was on the back stretch that all of this happened. Mikey Neal with a shot right there, gets him a little loose. Around he goes and then collects both of them. And then the 76, the 56, the 99, the 45, and a whole host of other drivers getting involved in this one. The 52 also getting a piece of the action. So after several laps of green flag racing, we are stopped on the track. I believe we're waiting on the pace car to come by. As at this point, I believe it's more of a red flag while they wait for the pace car to come by here so that they can get rolling. As that, I believe, is what they are waiting on. As we'll see, the pace car should be coming by momentarily.
Welcome to the Gold Cube, a reliable and trusted source to buy precious metal retail products. Let's have a look at how the Gold Cube store works. Basically, the Gold Cube online store sells gold coins, gold bars, and used jewelry. The Gold Cube store is found on the Gold Cube ATM interface. Let's go shopping. Select an item, send item to the shopping cart. You will receive an email with the back-end store URL. Create an account, log in, purchase your item, wait for your item to be shipped. The Gold Cube store sells different types of authentic 1-ounce gold coins, authentic packaged 1-ounce gold bars, all types of used jewellery, necklaces, rings, bracelets, pendants. You will receive an email after any purchase from the store. Only the most popular gold coins collector brands are sold. Only the most authentic gold bars collector brands are sold. All used jewellery, individual pieces, are only sold once. No replicas. The used jewellery is bought from the Gold Cube ATM. The jewellery is cleaned, refurbished, then put in the store. All store item prices are based on the daily world market price. Thank you for using the Gold Cube store.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And for the ones that are just tuning in, well, unfortunate for you, as it looks like this race is going to be called a little bit early, as in a odd turn of events. Apparently, the pace car driver has decided he did not want to do his job. So those are going to be your top three. It's going to be Michael Bumgardner, Bryson Barker, and Jameer Muhammad going to be your top three drivers. They're going to get out here and take their photo. This race coming to an end 50 laps early. It's again the pace car not coming out. So I'm not sure if he is sleeping on the job or what may have happened. This is 2 nights in a row we've had issues with iRacing here. As last night the server completely shut down before the Bonehead Racing League. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we were able to go ahead and complete that race. But tonight here, the caution coming out and the pace car not coming out onto the track. So race officials have red flagged this race, and that is going to do it here on lap 152 of 200. As we hit the caution lap about 159, so we completed 149 laps tonight, and that will do it for the race. So we're going to get ready for the post-race show, probably in the oddest post-race show we've done. But give us just a minute, and we will get those top three drivers here in the booth momentarily.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at scratching our heads. Literally, here is not sure what is going on, but we do have our top 3 here in the booth. As I believe third place anyway is going to go to Jameer Muhammad. Hopefully we get these in the right order anyway, because we can't rely on the results for that matter. But first off, as always, Jameer, you've heard it 100 times. Welcome to the booth. Congrats on third place here. And, we always talk about, do you think you had a shot at getting the win here if you'd had maybe 5 more laps? But do you think you could have got him if you had those rest of the 50 laps?
It's really hard to say. We really only ran a few laps there after the previous caution. Michael seemed pretty fast as well. It was really hard to pass. Bryson and Mikey was fast. Yeah, the wreck at the end there kind of put me in third there. I was 6th on the restart, so kind of got lucky there.
Well, definitely got lucky, and knowing what we know now, how this turned out, if you could have made it on fuel, do you think your strategy would have changed maybe to just not go in at all, after that last one?
I was thinking of actually doing 2 tires, and my pit, because I really screwed up my qualifying, I'm pitting at the end of pit road, or at the beginning of pit road, and I was trying to switch to 2 tires only, and because my pit stall was like the 3rd one, I was trying to do that while maintaining pit road speed while turning into my pit spot, and I just nailed the inside wall, and I damaged my car even more, so I had to fix it, and then that sucks, so that's what put me back in the end of the lead lap, but luckily there was only 9 on the lead lap at that point, It's unfortunate we had that long green flag run. We had a green flag pit stop around Bristol, which is awesome. And I was really looking forward to going all the way. Mikey, Bryson, and myself, like the top three, were right there together on that green flag run, and it was a lot of fun until the caution came out there and stacked the field up again.
Yeah, definitely. It was a blast. Just a ton of racing between the top 10, top 5 all night long. Just came up a little short on the position and quite a bit short on laps here tonight. But regardless, you did what you needed to do despite iRacing and not wanting to work with us here tonight and put yourself in that third place position. We know you got some shout outs and thank yous, so who those be for that third place finish here tonight?
Yeah, just thank Global Building Contractors, Gold Cube, Huffman Designs, iRacing Drivers World, and a shout out to Justin Starr, the league manager, for all the work he does. And he's going to have a lot of work tonight to sort this whole thing out.
He is indeed. Once again, congrats on third place. That brings us to our second place driver here. That is Bryson Barker. Well, we can't pull the graphics up on the screen for you because everything's jumbled around here. You finished in second place, and a heck of a run here for you out on the track. We're the broadcast. We got to ask those tough questions. We saw you had a perfectly nice, clean car, and now to know that this race is going to end about 50 laps short due to iRacing glitching out, the pace car driver, some drunk somewhere not doing his job. Does that just make that battle that you were doing with the lead and the lap car getting in the way just that much more, kind of a nail in the coffin that just kind of hurts you that much more?
Yeah, it's rough, but it was fun. It was a bunch of fun racing. I don't know, the car definitely wasn't clean. I had about 50 seconds of optional that was hurting, but either way, it would have been interesting to see if we went back green. I had the freshest tires, so I think it would have been fun. But on the next week, on to Richmond, we'll just attack them there.
Well, definitely second place is nothing to be ashamed of at all. And, we'll go to Richmond next week. So another semi-short track, not super long. Obviously, you did great here. We'll expect to see you there. We always expect you to see you in the top 5, top 3. And worst case scenario, top 10. So you still get a decent finish no matter where the track is, where we're racing. But we know you got some sponsors and shout-outs you want to give. So who are those for that second place finish?
Oh, yeah, of course. Gold Building Contractors, the Gold Cube, Huffy Paints, and Justin. We really do appreciate everything he does, and he's going to have a long night either tonight or tomorrow.
He is indeed. Again, congrats on second place. And that is going to bring us to our race winner here tonight. That is Michael Baumgartner, your number 97 race winner in his first race. On top of that, came up a little shorter than we imagined on laps. But still, even though that had a pretty dominant race here tonight, leading a ton of laps, and you put it in victory lane. Probably not how you imagined your first win coming, but a win's a win.
Oh, yeah, it was super fun racing out there with these guys. At the beginning of the race, we got bunched up there. Them guys stayed out, and we got put there for about 10th, rode there, and let them sort themselves out. And then finally got up there to the front and got up in the top 3 and finally had another caution, got to the lead, and we just took the lead from there and kind of seemed to get bottled up behind me, and I just tried to run with it for all I could to build up my lead. And for them, I knew there would probably be a green flag pit stop, and we were able to get it back out there, knock off those positions. Guys stayed out and able to get back up to second, and and then we restarted from there, and I was able to retake the lead, and it was a blast. Had a blast my first race here, especially to come up with the wins. Pretty good.
Well, definitely, it was an awesome race all night long. Speaking of, as we just heard, going to Richmond next week. So typically, for yourself, how do you fare there, and are you looking forward to heading over there?
Oh yeah, definitely. Richmond's a really fun track, kind of like Bristol. The short track racing, rubbing is best kind of racing. You can't get none better than that.
Indeed, the best ever racing. We 100% agree with that. And before we let you go here, we'll see if you got any sponsors or any shout-outs you want to give out there for anybody that might be watching.
Definitely a shout out to the Gold Cube, the builders, constructors contract, or however you say it. I don't know. I'm sorry, but definitely a big shout out to them. They put it on this awesome league. I can't thank them enough for allowing me to join, and I had a blast.
Well, I definitely had a blast watching y'all out there, so congrats to everybody here. Again, we can't go through your your unofficial race results because, well, they are still very, very unofficial until it all gets sorted out later on tonight or tomorrow night, sometime tomorrow morning. So before we sign off here, we need to thank the sponsors ourselves here on the racing side of things. A big shout out to Global Building Contractors, iRacing Drivers World, and Gold Cube on the racing side of things. And of course, here on the broadcast side of things, Northwest Racing Series, Walls Beard Co., Beard Bomb, RaceOnTexas.com, Hanover Wrecker Service, who is getting a lot of exposure here at the end of the race due to that glitch. On the Edge Motorsports, your official Wicked Energy Gum retailer, Huffman Designs, and RACECORE. That will do it here for tonight's broadcast. 50 laps short of what it was supposed to be. But we'll see you tomorrow night with the Northwest Xfinity Series. And let's hope we don't have the same problem here that we had tonight tomorrow night. And we'll see you there.